Welcome to America Current Affairs. Today we're diving into a story about two neighbors who have finally stopped fighting. But the big question is, for how long?
Before we even get to the peace deal, I want you to look at this number, 500,000. That's not just some statistic, it's the number of people, a whole city's worth, who had to grab what they could and run from their homes because of this fight. And you know that massive crisis is exactly why both sides finally agreed to hit the pause button. It led to this very sudden and, honestly, very shaky peace. Okay, so let's get into it.
So on December 27, 2025, after weeks of just intense fighting, Thailand and Cambodia signed a deal. The guns are officially supposed to go silent.
But here's the thing. To really understand why this peace is so fragile, we need to get why they were fighting in the first place. And this? Well, this is an old, angry argument. Okay, so just imagine two neighbors arguing over a fence line. But the fence was put there over 100 years ago by someone who doesn't even live in the neighborhood anymore. That's pretty much the core of this problem. Way back, France drew the border maps. Decades later, a world court used those old maps to say this incredible ancient temple, Preah Vihar, belongs to Cambodia. And they doubled down on that ruling again in 2013. But here's the kicker. They're literally looking at two different maps of that same fence line. Thailand says the border follows the natural lay of the land, the watershed. Cambodia? They're sticking with that old French colonial map, which gives them more territory. So of course, they both believe they are 100% right. And sitting right on that fuzzy line is the Preah Vihar temple. It is an absolutely stunning, ancient structure that both countries feel a really deep connection to. It's like that beautiful old treehouse that what you and your neighbor swear is in your backyard. It's become this huge symbol of national pride. And yeah, a lot of anger too. So, with this ancient argument just sitting there, simmering for years, what was it that made things just explode in 2025? And I gotta tell you, this wasn't some small skirmish, no way. This was a real fight with absolutely devastating consequences for ordinary people. I mean, just look at this picture. These are families, huddled in shelters, their entire lives turned completely upside down. Both sides used heavy weapons. We're talking fighter jets, artillery, rockets hitting civilian areas, including homes and even a hospital. There were landmines. This wasn't contained to one spot, it was all across the border. And in the end, over 47 people were killed. And here's where it gets really interesting. Just look at the massive difference in military power. On paper, this shouldn't have been a fair fight at all. Thailand has way more troops, a defense budget that's almost 10 times bigger, and just look at the difference in combat aircraft. It's wild. A lot of people on both sides feel the real reasons for this fight aren't really about patriotism, but about something else completely. As this person on Reddit put it, no one wins except the elites and corrupt leaders of Cambodia and Thailand. Kind of makes you think, doesn't it? So with all this destruction and all this deep-seated mistrust, how on earth do they finally manage to stop the fighting? Let's take a look at how this all came together. Well, after weeks of pressure from international neighbors like China, the two sides finally sat down and hammered out a deal with some really clear steps. Step 1, all fighting stops immediately. Step 2, a total freeze. No soldiers, no tanks, no equipment can be moved. Step 3, and this is so important, protect civilians and let people go home. And Step 4, a prisoner exchange, which is a huge first step. So the shooting has stopped. That's the crucial point. But for the nearly 500,000 displaced people, the biggest question of all still hangs in the air. Yeah, can this one piece of paper truly end an argument that's been raging for more than 100 years? And this really shows you the central problem. I mean, there are reasons to be hopeful, for sure. You've got other countries helping out, both sides are officially talking, and everyone knows how terrible the war was. But there are some really powerful reasons for doubt. That deep mistrust is still there, the border itself is still not actually agreed upon, and like we said, some people think powerful elites might actually benefit from all the chaos. And if you go online, you can just feel that cynicism. People who actually live there are already predicting this peace won't last. Like this comment here. I promise you that in a while, the Thais will start claiming they're stepping on landmines, and then start it all up again. Wow, that really tells you everything you need to know about the trust issues on the ground. Which leaves us with one final, provocative thought. When neighbors have an argument that is this old and this deep, can a simple promise to just stop shouting ever be enough to build real peace? So, what do you think? Is this a real chance for peace, or is it just a pause before the next round? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to America Current Affairs for more explainers that break down the big stories just like this one.